so today we are going to be doing lesson 13, and this is going to have us counting on and making 10 to add. Before that though, let's play Digit Detective just to get, warmed up, a little fluency activity, get our minds ready. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give you clues about a number, and you're going to tell me what number I'm talking about. So my first clue is that the digit in the tens place is 3. The digit in the ones place is 1. What is my number? 31. Good. And what is the value of 3 in the tens place? Sorry, what's the value of 3 in the tens place? 30. Good. Great job. And the next, okay, you ready? So we're going to do another one. You're going to do another one. You ready? There's just a couple of these. The digit in the tens place is 1 more than 2. The digit in the ones place is equal to 7 minus 4. What is my number? Correct. The number is 33. 1 more than 2 is 3, so 3 tens, and 7 minus 4 is 3, so 3 ones. So that creates 33. All right, last one. The digit in the ones place is equal to 2 plus 6. Listen carefully. The digit in the ones place is equal to 2 plus 6. The digit in the tens place is equal to 8 minus 6. What's my number? Yes, good job. The number is 28. The number is 28. Notice I told you about the ones place first and then the tens place, but when we read it, reading left to right, we're going to read the tens place first. All right, now let's go ahead. Now our brains are all queued up. Let's get our Learn books, because that's where our application problems always live. That is the flower beds. I know we just took a test, but that was the mid-module. It means we're halfway done with module 4. So we're about a fourth of the way done with this book, because there's 2 modules in here. But yes, it's page number 85. And you'll notice something. If you don't, I'll tell you in a second anyway. Something different about our application problem today. And that is, it's actually 3 questions you have to answer. Say what? Yes, it is 3 separate individual questions that you are answering today about Emmy. Emmy's doing some stuff with some cubes. So we have 3 questions about Emmy and her cubes. Ooh, sorry, hold on, don't check. Yeah, Emmy and her cubes, and you have this one box. So what we're going to do first, it's all Emmy, yeah, but she's got some different things going on. So we're going to split the box into 3 pieces, and we're just going to number the spaces so we can know which question we are answering. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and read the questions to you, and then I'm going to get out the way so you can have some time to work on them. I know normally I say 3 minutes. Well, that's because there's only 1 question. If you need a little bit more time, that's fine, because the video is going to prompt you to submit your answers, which automatically pauses the video. Make sure, even if you don't figure that out, say I don't know, so I can see evidence of your interaction with the video. Okay? Yeah, it tells me that stuff. I see all that stuff. I see if you skipped it, if you answered it or not. I see all of it. All right, so number 1 reads, Emmy had a Lincoln Cube train with 4 blue cubes and 2 red cubes. How many cubes were in her train? And I was so nice, I even put pictures for you. So 4 blue cubes and 2 red cubes. Wasn't that nice of me? All right, question 2 reads, Emmy made another train. So she didn't do anything to this train. She made another train. She made another train with 6 yellow cubes and some green cubes. The train was made of 9 Lincoln cubes. How many green cubes did she use? All right. Now, number 3 reads, Emmy wants to make her train of 9 Lincoln cubes into a train of 15 cubes. How many cubes does Emmy need? So yeah, go ahead and work on those. And give yourself a few minutes to work on that. And there's 3 separate questions, so see you in a minute. Alright, good. Now let's see what Emmy did with these 3 situations. Okay, so here we have one version. It says 4 and 2 is equal to 6 with a picture with labels. She has 6 cubes. So the 4 blue, the 2 red, all connected, showing the 2 parts to make the whole. In this instance, our number sentence, we're missing a part because we knew from the start that there were 6 yellow and that now the whole is the 9 cubes. We had to figure out the green. So 6 plus blank equals 9. What she did here, or what I did, what we did, notice there are different strategies and you're welcome to try your different strategies. I'm just exposing you to the way in which I solved the problem. I do want you to experiment with them because this last one here, I'm introducing something new that we'll do a little bit later on. I'm going to show you in a second. Let's finish this one. So we drew the whole, then we labeled the ones that we knew yellow, and then we counted as we labeled the remaining cubes green, which told us that 3 cubes are green. Now taking these 9 cubes, we have a situation we want to make a train that's 15 cubes long. So what is pictured here, and this is language we haven't talked about yet, is called a tape diagram. A tape diagram. I believe so we're in topic D now. We'll talk about those in topic E. So your picture for this should not look like mine does. And that's okay. I've never taught this to you explicitly before. But I am going to show it to you because this is another strategy. And what we did here is we drew a box to represent the whole of 15. And then we split it into 2 parts, correct? Making one part the part we know, which is how many we had from the beginning. And then we had to find out the missing part, which is labeled with a question mark. So 15 total cubes minus the 9 we know tells us we need 6 more cubes to make our train. 6 more cubes to make this train. Okay, so as I told you up front, we're going to be counting on and we're going to be using the counting on strategy and making 10 to add. So what you do in those situations typically is you add the ones first. So here we have adding the ones, 3 and 4. All right, cool. 3 and 4 is 7, yes? Good. Now, my next question to you is, how many are in the ones place in the number 13? 3 are in the ones place. Excellent. So if we have 13, so a 10 and 3 ones, what we're going to want, and we want to add 4 more, we already established that 3 and 4 is 7, correct? So 3 and 4 is going to remain 7, and we're going to include that group of 10. Remember, we've always been moving pieces around to add. We've always been moving pieces around. As long as all the pieces are accounted for and your number sentence matches the work that you are doing. It'll make more sense in a few minutes. Now, what we're going to do when we draw this is we're going to draw quick tens. And what we do is we draw the first number the same way we've been drawing quick tens, a group of 10 and 3 ones, correct? Correct. But what we're going to do to show, and this is our first part. This is our first part. That whole 13 is our first part. What we're going to do to represent our second part is we're going to change the appearance, the shape of the ones. So there is visual difference between 13 and 4. 13 plus 4. But we also want to be working to complete the group of 10 because that we function in group of 10s. We have a base 10 number system. It's groups of 10. So 10 and 7 ones. Even though it's 13 and 4, it's still 10 and 7. 10, 7 we know to be 17. Okay? You see how by changing that shape, we can see that it's a different part, but there's still individual ones being put together. And then using that same logic, using the number bond approach. Using the number bond. This number bond matches what we just did with this picture. So we're going to break 13 into 10 and 3. Put 3 and 4 together, put the ones together, put the 10 together, this case it's 1/10. So put the ones together, put the tens together, and then bring all the pieces together to find our whole. So 10 plus 7 is equal to 17, which means 13 plus 4 is also equal to 17. Okay, now, whoa, that was a lot, but it's going to make more sense once we practice a few. So in your Succeed, that homework book, because you know I want you to succeed. Yeah, I'm back on the corny, it's okay. Let's turn to page 56. So, Succeed book. All right, so this is the homework assignment as pictured for for lesson 13. And what we're working on is the back side of this piece of paper. And I also want to draw your attention to, in your homework book before every lesson, there are these homework helpers. So if you're looking to get another grown-up to help you, make sure you're providing this information so that they are familiar with the language that we're using when we talk about this, saying number, sentence, as opposed to equation. And both of those things are accurate, but in the way in which we do it right now in first grade, we want to think of it in the terms of a sentence because we want to make that connection between reading from left to right, acknowledging all of our symbols, and all those steps that go along with the process, okay? Okay, so this question reads, 26 plus 2 is equal to blank, okay? It also tells us to break it apart with a number bond. Not a problem, I can do that. What we're going to do is we're going to use the Quick 10 drawing strategy and the number bonds. I want you to see both together. So for these problems today, we are going to use both strategies each time. And then we will write our answer in a place value chart so we can see the value of the places coming together to make a number. All right, so my first question on this page to you is, if I'm given the number 26 and I want to break it apart into tens and ones, I want to break it into tens and ones. What are my parts? Or my pieces, I'm sorry. Because remember, we're talking about, we're not making a number bond for the whole problem. We're breaking one of the parts down into smaller pieces. So what are my pieces within the number 26? Correct. 20 and 6 are my pieces. Let's show that here. 20 and 6 are my pieces. So right now we have 20 and 6 and 2. So let's draw our picture to show our pieces. So 26 is our first part. Drawing these pieces, we're going to draw 2 tens and 4, 5, 6 ones. 2 10, 6 ones. This is my first part broken into pieces. So 2 tens, 6 ones. Checks out? Good. Now let's add the second part, which in this case is 2. We said what we're going to do to draw the second part. Well, first, we're always going to try and complete the group of 10. We've been doing that since day 1. So we're going to draw here the letter X to represent the other part, the letter X to represent the ones in the other part, because we want to make sure that we know, no, it's 26 and 2. Those are the parts we have, but in order to add them together, I'm going to look at this 6 and 2 more. 6 and 2. 6 and 2 is 8. So now, how many ones do you have? You have 8 ones. And how many tens do you have? We have 2 tens. Good. Which means 26 plus 2 is equal to 28. 26 plus 2 is equal to 28. Let's try another one together. You ready? Okay. Read this to me. 36 plus 3. Good. Which of these parts will we break into smaller pieces? 36 or 3? Correct. 36 becomes smaller pieces. That being my tens and my ones. Putting my tens over here. How many groups of 10 are in the number 36? tens. What's the digit in the tens place? 3. So 3 tens and 6 ones make 36, okay? So that means if this was a number bond and I want pieces, this is 30 and 6. 30 and 6. So 3 tens has the value of 30. Let's go ahead and draw our picture. So we said 3 groups of 10. So count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Counting by tens, counting by ones. What is the second part in this problem? 3. So let's add 3. So 36 and 3. What did we say we're going to represent the second part with? X's. Remember, we changed the shape to show it's a different part. We're changing the shape to show it's a different part. So 1, 2, 3. Because we're trying to complete the group of 10. We are still trying to complete the group of 10. So what is 3, 10, and 9 ones? Because now it's 6 and 3. We put these ones together, 6 and 3. See, we put the ones together, is 9. You're not sure? Oh, you don't believe me? All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we have 9 ones and 3 tens. 3 tens didn't go anywhere. So 9 ones, 3 tens. 9 ones, 3 tens. Okay? So 9 ones, 3 tens. Is that correct? No, I can't just write it any old where. This is not 9 ones and 3 tens because the value of a 9 in this place is 90. This is 93. That's not the same. We have to put them in the correct place so that they will show the correct value. So that means we need to say, so even though I added the ones first, the answer is that 36 plus 3 is equal to 39. The answer to my question is that it's equal to 39. Good. So 30 plus 9 is 39, which means 36 plus 3 is also 39. All right, let's do another one. We see 26 and 4. We're going to break 26 into smaller pieces, putting my 10s over here and my 1s over here. 2 10s, 6 1s. Is that correct? No, this is 2 and 6. 2 and 6 is 8. That doesn't make 26, but 20 and 6 do. Remember, when we say, you cannot just leave the number 2 by itself and call it tens. It either needs to say 20, it needs to say 2 10s, it needs to be drawn as 2 groups of 10, but you cannot just leave the number 2 there and call it tens. That's not correct. Those are ones when you just leave it sitting by itself. So just like this, would I write the number 20 like this? No, I'm going to put the 0 in the ones place because I have no business being in the tens place if there's nothing in the ones place. If the ones place is not full, then there are no tens. The ones place can be full with 0 because all the ones were collected into a group, but there has to be something here. Something has to be there. Now, let's draw our picture to show 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Good. And what is our second part? What is the second part in this problem? 4. Excellent. Okay, so let's draw 4 more. Do you see what I see? No, you don't know why I'm excited? Because, all right, I'm going to draw something and then you're going to tell me what this represents. All right? What does that represent? What just happened? What do I see? Yes, I completed a group of 10. I have a complete group of 10. That's why I marked through it to show that this group of 10 is full. So that means I now have 10, 20, 30. 26 plus 4 is 30, which means, looking at our picture, how many groups of 10 do we have? 3 groups of 10, excellent. And how many ones? How many are still loose over here? There are none. And our number equivalent of none is the number 0. Okay? So 30, 26 plus 4 is 30. Good. Let's look at this one here. Read this problem to me. 24 plus 6. Excellent. Let's go ahead and break it down. We're going to break it down. We're going to break apart 24 into 10s and 1s. How many groups of 10 are in the number 24? 2, correct. And how many 1s? 4. Good. So let's write our number bond. 20 and 4. Let's draw our picture. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Now let's draw our second part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now adding our ones together, 6 and 4, what happened? Yes, we finished a group of 10. So tell me, what is the answer? We completed a group of 10. How many? Count the ones. You're not sure? Okay, you didn't believe me. Okay, so show me 4. How many fingers are down when I hold up 4? 6, which means this is a group of 10. And as soon as we hit 10, we bundle them together. We bundle them together. So what is the answer? What is 24 plus 6? 24 plus 6 is 30, which is made of 3 10s and 0 1s. Now, granted, I could take these 10s apart, and have all the little pieces spilling out on the floor, and there could be 31s, but we bundled them together into 3 groups of 10, which is 30. Still 30. I grouped them up. I just made 3 groups of 10. 10, 20, 30. Good. All right, so this concludes our practice portion, and you're going to go ahead and do some on your own now. On your own / asking a grown-up, be that you send me a message or you refer to the adult who's nearby. Ooh, this red marker is powerful. I'm going to have to clean the board. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay. Alright guys, so let me show you your problem set, which is in your Learn book. That is horrible. It starts on page number 87. So our Learn book, the same place we did our application problem. Application problem, literally turn to the next sheet of paper. Front, back, front and back. Front and back. You are responsible for your problem set, the front and the back, for lesson number 13. So go do that and then return to your Nearpod so that you can complete your exit ticket on the final slide. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. I'll split it up between 4 separate slides so you have room to work, and you will submit your responses. If you want to draw it in your book and then translate it to computer, fine. But I'm not requiring that. That's on you. That's cool with me, but you don't need to do that. This is how you turn this in, by completing the 4 questions in the Nearpod assignment. But guys, that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, let me or another grown-up know, and we'll figure out the best way to support you. But until later, bye.